Hello, this is Fan of St. Karai, aka Black Daisy of Marguerite Productions.
And I'm Pike Inverse. Helped the little Daisy out.
More like makes most of the videos, but that's not the point. The point is, we've reached 100 videos, guys. I'm sorry if this sounds really lame. I just never expected to reach 100 videos.
Yeah, especially with Warner Brothers.
Do not get me started on Warner Brothers.
Everybody hates copyright. It's like, it's the advertisement. Take a chill pill. Why does the Daisy look like the Daisy does?
Why does the Daisy look like that? It looks like that because I am a huge fan of Fruits Basket, and I really like the Kaching wipes. They're adorable. Explain why my channel is called Marguerite Productions, but in the videos, it's Black Daisy Production. It's a black-eyed Daisy. It's also the name of She Loves Me Not game in France.
Les Marguerites.
Yeah, Les Marguerites. Now, originally I was going to go with the name Black Daisy for my channel, but somebody had already taken the name, so I had to go with Marguerite Productions.
But we kept the Daisy, because the Daisy is cute. I do all the little graphics. Originally I did it at Microsoft Paint. I got this new thing.
Paint.net.
So I'm able to do a couple more things. The Daisy looks a little different, more high standard. In some of the new ones, but I'm trying to keep the Daisy pretty much the same as we go along. So that's why the Daisy looks like the Daisy does. It's a Kaching wipe.
Pike here wanted to give Aaron Desmuke a Alphonse, but she couldn't go to the con that he was going to go to, and it seemed very unlikely for him to come to Anime Central. A friend of ours was going to a con that he was going to, and said that she'd be willing to give it to him. So we made a parody video because Pike was a little upset about not being able to give it to him in person. The first video that I put up was the Thank You Bunny. Pike was concerned about the dubbing of Xenosaga the Anime. Pike was actually happy with how Xenosaga the Anime turned out, so she wanted to thank Chris Ayers, who did the ADR work and did Jin in that, for doing a good job on it, hence the Thank You Bunny. Following that up is Magical Girl Momo. We had talked about for a very long time that if we had the technology to make AMVs, this would be one of them, because the first game's voice actress for Momo is Sherry Lynn, who's the same voice as Sasami in Tenchimoyu.
The first one is our first attempt, and then we did a second attempt, so it looks better because I got better technology!
Continuing the giving gifts to voice actors, I thought that Colleen Klinkenbeard did a good job in ADR direction and also voicing Yuko from Holic, so I decided to give her Black Mochana. And Pike wanted to thank Travis for doing Colonel Mustang.
I relate to Colonel Mustang exactly how Edward relates to Colonel Mustang. I also predicted how Edward would react in the first half of the Full Malchus movie. So I can kind of predict what Ed does, but I totally get thrown off by anything he doesn't see coming.
And since Pike's a toy maker, it was just kind of amusing to have, the Colonel sign off on, sure, you can go ahead and make golems. Conclusion to AFO apology. Well, finally after 3 years, Vic did come back to ASEN, and Pike worked her butt off to make another Alphonse exclusively for him and give it to him in person. Fangirls can be loud. There's a little secret there. The loudest sound you hear of the squee is me, the camera person.
I did not know at the time. I was kind of like busy being spun.
Death Note's AMV, 1,000 words. Yeah, we roughly decided to do this because we recently saw 2 people did AMVs to Dean Angel, take a song, take an episode, and then make an AMV around that episode and that song, and see which one was better. Well, we decided to do something like that. At the time, Pike had Death Note's second episode and AMV Hell 3 in the right format for editing. So we just okay, we'll open up the music player, let the computer randomly pick a song. The first song that gets picked will be the song that we're going to do the AMV to. It just happened to be 1,000 words. Trust me, guys, it's a lot better than having It's Our World from Rhapsody Musical Adventure.
Our love is everywhere.
For more of the song, look up
the sky. Our hearts will fly above.
For more of the song, type in Rhapsody Musical Adventure, Our World. I'm sure you'll find it. Part of your world. This is the first in nobody's doing it right, let's do it ourselves to show them how to do it right. A lot of the people are using the, I don't want to say new adaptation because I don't know what's the actual recent tweened version, I'm sorry.
I don't like the pop version they use of The Little Mermaid because it's like, I want to be with the people, I want to see, I want to see them dancing, is not right.
Ow, my ears.
Yeah. So it's just one of many. Let's count how many I do of this, because I've done a couple now.
In between Part of Your World and the next, there was another AMV, but due to copyright, we had to take it down. Now, this was actually after several months of leaving that video up. What it was is Persona 3 to the song Nemo by Nightwish. It's because Nemo was getting around on the internet. It was a really cool song, and I just happened to have the Persona 3 Fest version of the opening title in the right format for editing, so I started messing around and was like, well, why don't we just continue making this into a full-on AMV? So I was like, okay. We have put it back up on another channel or website.
You do have to sign in.
Yeah, you do have to have an account. I'm sorry. If you guys can suggest any other place that I could put a video that you don't necessarily need an account to look at the videos, I'm open to suggestions. Haruhi is Silent Hill, and Mikuru is Tender Sugar.
And you have already.
Originally, I came up with the concept for this. The funny thing here is...
She can't watch horror games.
Yeah, I can't watch Silent Hill whatsoever.
I played them. I do play the game. I don't, just watch off of YouTube.
No, Pike, Bunny, whatever, plays them, and she tells me about the story later, and I can at least listen to the music, because the music is awesome. Akira Toriyama and Mary Elizabeth Flynn.
For the win.
Originally, when we were doing these AMVs, the original ending was going to be Mikuru's Tender Sugar, but at some point during the video, Pike decided...
I was editing it, I'm going to change it.
So, hence, Haruhi is Silent Hill.
Haruhi was just working better.
Yeah. And so, generally, if you see mostly Silent Hill AMVs, music-wise, I'm most likely was the one who suggested them.
Unless they're Persona-related. I don't know why that is, because I come up with Persona ones.
Speaking of Persona, uncut for summoning of a Persona. Sorry, guys, it's a bit of a spoiler. It's a Rickroll. We couldn't resist.
I feel like Teddy.
Yes, you do. Yeah, sorry guys. We just couldn't resist Persona 3 AMVs that are relatively close to each other.
Although listed on your screen now.
Now, the reason why they're so short is because Pike had originally intended them to be strung together like the Midnight Collection, further up on the list. But we really wanted to get these out fast, and we had nothing up on the channel for a bit, so we just you know what, let's just put these out. Pike does plan on changing Junpei. She'll do a better one when I get her the footage. She makes them. It's a cohesive existence on this channel, I think.
Number one, princess, let's face it, I'm your overlord.
By the way, Aigis' AMV, Melodies of Life, there was actually several discussions of what we could do for Aigis, considering there's just a lot of Aigis AMVs you can do, such as Heaven.
Aigis is too easy to make AMVs for, and I don't want to spam the channel of Aigis videos, so I only want to put up the really good ones. The problem is, it's not that difficult to make really good ones as long as you know what you're doing. So, spam channel? Yes? No?
Speaking of hams, spam ham, come on.
Spam ham, Teddy, yeah.
Yeah, right, the Hetalia fan panel. Now, to explain something, I recorded this panel because the room was really small, and there was a lot of people who wanted to be in that room. So I said I would put it up on the internet if, somebody gave up their seat, which they did.
I knew more about Hetalia, but I was outside eating beef jerky.
In Edward cosplay.
I'm always in Edward cosplay. I think, edited this panel. Oh, yeah, I made those cute little AMVs at the end.
Oh, but I did get feedback from the people who ran the panel. They actually like the end credits. They found them funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they like the Inquisition.
The Inquisition!
What a show.
Okay.
Cosplay chest. I think it's a really cool concept. And I was glad I was there for the first time they allowed it at ASIN.
Was I putting up my booth? Where the heck was I?
You were at another panel. I just don't know what. Something interesting. I recorded the panel, but she did the editing. So she actually got to see the thing. I had to what's the story there? It's explaining. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, endless version.
What do you mean? The normal version's endless.
We had played Digital Devil Saga, and we had learned about that they changed the open in the US version from the Japanese to Etro Anime's Danger.
I've heard people in Europe, they got the traditional Japanese one. The people in Europe are like, I want the one they had in America because I'm kind of tired of listening to Sarah's song. It's not like we dislike Sarah, it's just, there's only so many times you want to hear.
Anyway, so we decided to do our own version of the opening title.
I like it. It's very character-driven. Not just action combat with some music.
Song adaptations.
Run now.
Yes, run fast. This is Pike doing a rough version of, again, from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. We decided to try our hand at adapting the lyrics. Heads up, Pike wants to change some of the lyrics.
I'm still not happy with them. But we want to move on to the other ones. Like, dial J, dial J. I'm going to try new things. I hope I succeed.
Just so you know, this isn't the last time we've adapted anything.
No, we have other things we just haven't put up, like, the world reflects shades of gray, passing, leaving us feeling the spare.
And also, we're working on the first end title of Fullmetal Alchemist from Brotherhood.
We exchanged our promise, early summer winds surrounded us, and together we rested our minds.